This is kind of what I'm talking about in the 100 things you have to kind of figure on when you're doing any kind of construction project. And so I thought I would just give you this little tidbit. I'm doing the frame up for the bathroom. I got the shower pan sitting here. I turned what they call a corner post here so that I can have the wall that continues down there and have an edge to turn the corner out coming into the room. Put my bottom plate down. And then I'm going to go and construct a wall. I do that completely on the floor and then lift it up. So I'm looking at what the length of my stud is going to be, only to find that since this is a tray ceiling, and you see that this ceiling is actually goes up and then over a little bit out as far as my wall is going to be, and since these are 8-foot stud walls at the exterior, then that rise on that puts these at 107 inches is what my stud needs to be. Well, I bought 8-foot studs, which are 96 inches. So I'm short. There's no stud that I have here that's going to be long enough to make this exterior or this interior wall. Now, I have wood here that I could do something and make it work. However, it would not be right. And if you want to really mess something up, start fooling around with stud walls and doing things that aren't standard procedure. And definitely when you're turning a corner, I've got a corner post I have to make here, and there is no way that I am going to try to jury rig something to go to the this 107 inches. So I have to go to the hardware and get a 10-foot stud, and all of the studs that go down this interior wall, since they all meet at this tray ceiling, what's going to mount to a tray ceiling, which is going to be distinctive, no doubt, but it makes this corner construction of the bathroom a little more tricky because I have to account for this longer interior wall stud. It's going to work all the way down to the end here, and I will find that I will then have cut this piece. Well, it was not going to be long enough anyway, the siding, the interior wall covering, but that's not important. The important thing is once I got and you'll see that I took down a piece of wall board to get back to my studs, took down the insulation because I'm going to be running my plumbing inside the wall here. So to get back to that, I had to demolition a little bit of what I'd already done, but it came off all in one sheet. It's over here. Well, it's not in focus, but it's up against the wall. There's the insulation. All of it will go back. But also when you take something out that you put up because you've decided to change direction, getting it out without affecting your other wall surfaces or your floor surfaces, that's pretty important as well. So anyway, back to the hardware store, but this is a place where you do not just try to make do with what you have on site, and because it will be wrong from the start and it will keep getting wrong. So that's the way it is. Okay, tiny house. I'm out. Thanks. Bye.